Hey guys, this is a shout out to Mr. Quillard, also known as, what is it now? Something Chimes? I can't remember. Anyway, so I'm going to show you one of the most efficient ways to actually build a quarry. It's the most inexpensive way as well to set up a quarry, not build one. You were asking this earlier. So I'm going to pretty much show you how to set up this little system right here, and it's very resource effective, and we can totally shrink up this area right here and use fewer cables, which is really nice as well. There's a little trick you can do here and there that'll actually eliminate the use of at least a majority of the cables. We could check it out and see what happens. Yeah, so let's build this again. Alright. So something I heavily recommend is this guy right here. It's an aqueous accumulator, and what it does is you put it in the ground, or it has to be in an enclosed area like this. And what you do is you fill up the two sides with water. Now, without supplying any power to it whatsoever, it fills itself up with water. And then what you can do is you could take fluid conduits, just one. And we take these fluid conduits, and you could supply water to whatever device you want. A nice little glitch with these fluid conduits is if they're filled with a liquid and then you try to connect an empty one to it, they don't connect because they're a different item type. So it's useful to build the empty one and then connect the part that will fill it up with fluid. And realize with these fluid conduits is that they're gravity sensitive. So if I keep on going up, eventually it won't, the flow will not go up anymore. You can make, oh, it goes pretty high. You can make non-gravity sensitive ones for a more expensive resource. Okay, so you create this. So there's two things you can either do. You can put down your steam dynamo and then take the fluid conduit and attach it, and now it's going to be permanently filled with water. You never have to worry about it overheating ever again. Or an even better trick, if nothing else is going to connect to this aqueous accumulator, stick it right on top of it. So no more fluid conduit. So that's pretty nifty. Alright, so the next thing you want to do is you got your quarry. That's pretty simple. So you want to put your quarry down. We're going to put it right here. It sets up its radius. It tells you how many chunks it's going to keep loaded. It looks like 1. You can use markers to make a bigger one, though that's generally not recommended if you're going really slow. So we're going to put some coal in this bad boy, and he's going to start filling up with power. Now, this guy is not connected to the quarry. So what you got to do is use these beautiful cables called RedNet energy cables. They look really nice. They're really handy. They're also very inexpensive to make, in my opinion. It generally just takes gold, plastic, and redstone. And there's two different ways you can make it. So you can make it in bulk, and it actually, in the long run, saves you a whole bunch of redstone. So anyway, just shift-click to put it on there, and then shift-click to put it on there, and bam, it's building it. Building it really fast too. And what we're going to want to do is put a stone transport pipe here and a chest here. And I recommend stone, not cobblestone. Stone transport pipe right here. That's freezing up. That's not good. Stone transport pipe. And I recommend stone because cobblestone is just too slow. Wood is only for extraction. You don't need to extract because the quarry is giving out its own pumping pressure, if that makes any sense. Yeah, filling up pretty well. I want to do a little test real quick and see if I can hook up the dynamo sideways. So we're going to destroy that real quick. I'm going to put a pipe down right here and then put down the dynamo. Sorry. There's a little trick you could do with a wooden extraction pipe. Where is it? They're under transport pipes. We want a wooden transport pipe. Here it is, wooden transport pipe. And the trick is, if you have a wooden transport pipe down and then you put down a dynamo, the dynamo faces the wooden transport pipe. The wooden transport pipe is completely useless. Get rid of it. Alright? So the aqueous accumulator is unfortunately not filling up with water because the dynamo's facing the wrong direction. So this isn't going to work anyway. You either got to make the fluid conduit or you got to make the rednet energy cable, unfortunately. It's going to be... Oh no, look at that. It did fill up with water. It was just because my ice... That's awesome. Okay, cool. So we know that the dynamo being sideways allows the aqueous accumulator to fill it up with water, so that's awesome. So let's try putting down the quarry now and see if a direct connection will actually power it. So we got that. Let's stick the coal in there. Awesome. Look at that. No cables whatsoever. Let's see if we can take it a step further. Let's see if we could put the chest right next to it and see if it'll actually spit it right into the chest. Well, look at that. Well, there you have it. I had a hunch it would work, but now we know that it actually totally does work. 0 cables. Literally 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 blocks. Could be reduced down to 4 blocks if you break out one of the chest pieces. You do need an iron bucket to transport water efficiently. Remember, for the aqueous accumulator to work, there has to be water on both sides. Quarry right there, and it's going. It's really going. You're gonna eat up some coal pretty darn fast. I know that. So it's pretty decent speed too. One thing I do recommend if you ever get the chance to is check out the magmatic dynamo. The magmatic dynamo is pretty darn awesome. The main difference is that it takes lava. It does require to be cooled by water as well. So an aqueous accumulator is absolutely phenomenal for many purposes. And remember, you can set it right on top of it in any orientation we now know. So you can use the wooden transport pipe trick to get the dynamo to... Also, by the way, when you right-click on an item, it shows the menu. If you hold Shift, you can put down a block without going into the menu. It's a pretty snazzy trick. So now you can get that to go whatever angle you want. And when you're powering your devices and stuff, this thing takes lava, which is pretty darn awesome. I want to show you one of my absolute favorite build setups, and it's legitimately an ender tank along with a geothermal generator. And after setting this up in a lava system in the nether, you legitimately can just set the tank right on top of it, turn it on, let it flow right into it. You could even use some fluid pipes like this, give it some distance, stick it on top. You can let it, you can let it flow. Also, what you can do is with these fluid pipes, if you click on the end pieces, you get all these different choices. Active without signal, so you don't have to power redstone to it. You can also tell it that the only end is going to extract. It also gives you a really nice arrow on it now. You can tell this end that all you want it to do is insert, which means there's an exact one direction flow to go. And the reason I would do this is so that you can now branch off your pipe, which you gotta break it now and fix that. A little bit annoying. It's supposed to be fixed really soon, that little flow error. I would totally deal with it though. They're pretty easy to break. They yield back the same result and stuff. I really hope this was useful. Yeah. Oh, let me finish this real quick. So we're gonna put that there, heat flows into there, and then what you want to do is this generator right here is going to just power your quarry right off the bat. It's pretty awesome. These generators are super legit, and you can just, these are how I power my MFRs. My MFR is Mine Factory Reloaded. My MFR tree farms, I just stick down a geothermal generator, and then I have the rednet cable go to any of the devices that I wish to power. Look at that. And this thing's gonna go hecka fast too. lava power is pretty fast. And if you so choose, you can just set up multiple dynamos if you want to. And don't forget, you gotta put the Aquarius accumulator underneath it. Yeah, and if you want them to go really fast, you can set up multiple accumulators as well. Actually, you only need one accumulator. You can totally just use more fluid pipes. Multiple dynamos, that's what I was trying to say. So you could be like, you could set one up here, you could set one up like this, set one up like this. We're going to want to supply water to all three of them. We can set up a third one too. Let's just go crazy. So they're all getting supplied with water, so they will never overheat. And then you want to supply all three of them with lava, which we totally have. So there are lots of ways you can compact the system. That's the least of my worries right now. Especially in creative mode. Bam. There. All three dynamos supplied with lava. This thing's gonna go really fast. It'll power up. Takes a minute to speed up. You can actually see in the bottom right corner that I'm currently building up a lot of RF redstone flux. It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's a pretty crazy build. It'll use up your lava tank pretty fast. I think I had this ender tank is actually connected to this ender tank over here. And I'll bet if you watch for a minute, this thing will just, ooh, I saw it. Yeah, it's gonna use up lava pretty fast. Make sure it's connected to a, well, you don't have to, honestly. I mean, if you want it to go really fast, you could totally use a magmatic dynamo and hook up. But check out what the Steam one's doing. It's going pretty well. Alright, I really hope this helps. I've just been kind of rambling on and on. But this is pretty darn legit. I mean, how much more... actually, let's see how the... Look at that. In the past 5-10 minutes I've been talking, it's used about 10 coal. So I'd say a coal per minute. I mean... Look at that. No cables whatsoever. Just 5 blocks. I really like this. It's pretty cool. Alright. Signing off.